Welcome into the Big Red pregame show. NBA off a 2-game winning streak, looking to make it 4 in a row over rivals Ensworth. Takis Cole, what was the key to success in last week's homecoming victory against a high-powered offense and team like JP2?
Well, on the defensive side of the ball, we did a solid job shutting down the run, and that really allowed us to capitalize in the pass game. Offensive side of the ball, Marcel left the game a little bit early. Colin stepped up, made a few big plays. Our receivers made a few big catches, and Red Hales took charge on the ground, and we got it done.
Yeah, there's not much more to add besides I think our defensive line played really well, shutting down the run. QB couldn't run over us, and I thought Takis in the corners and safeties really played well.
So Marcel, obviously a top player. What was the energy like on the sideline after the injury?
Next man up. That was really the energy. There was a lot of unfavorable things going into that game, and we kind of walked into the game, at least me and the rest of the defense. The idea was forget it, we ball. Yeah,
our motto on defense is kill. We just go out there and we just head first, run over everybody. We keep doing what we're doing. We're going to keep winning games, I'm pretty sure, and we got faith in 4 from right now, and we're just going to keep going.
Yeah, Colin, the hefty lefty, he's a player.
Yeah, big old boy.
I love the hefty lefty out there. I just want to get y'all's opinion, both defensive players. What do y'all think about this guy, Shamar Portar? He seems big time. That's all I've been hearing. I don't know him personally. What are y'all's opinions?
I have had a little bit of personal experience with Shamar. He's a good dude. He's quite the ball player. He's pretty fast. Yeah, Shamar's my guy.
Shamar's a good guy. Met him a couple times. He's a great player, number 2, right?
Yes.
Really good player. Another guy, Jacob Page, another stud wide receiver.
Oh, yeah, by the way, thank you for the Instagram follow, Jacob.
Interesting.
There you go.
So, Takis, as a secondary man, what's going to be the key to stopping passing game anchored by a great quarterback, 2 receivers that are not only quick but also very, very tall? What are you going to have to do to slow down that passing attack that's been so strong this year?
Shamar and Jacob are probably the 2 best receivers that we will have played to date, possibly with the exception of Barry on. But we're going to mix it up a little bit. We're going to play NBA defense. We're going to play Big Red defense. That's really what it just comes down to.
Coming from Ensworth, feeding Ensworth Middle, feeding into NBA a lot of times, y'all grew up having those awesome field days over there.
Go Blacks.
What does this mean to y'all personally?
Well, this is the first time I'll be able to actually play. I think Takis too, play on the defense and be able to play our old school. And I just want to go out there and just crush them. There's nothing more to it. I want to destroy Ensworth.
Yeah, I love Ensworth Middle School. I spent 8 years of my life over there. Made some great friends. Made some great relationships with some teachers over there. I actually saw Coach Hopkins last night at Sam's. Great man.
Fantastic. Great man.
Ensworth Middle School has a special place in my heart. They do it a little bit differently at the high school, though, I think.
2 totally different worlds.
I'm really excited. I've been waiting for this game for a long time.
So the Ensworth defense, in their one loss, they've given up 45 points. Other than that, only 1 game allowing more than 10 points. What's going to be the biggest key to the offense to making sure they end up with a high-scoring game to help out the defense?
I think our run game is going to be pretty much unstoppable against Ensworth. I think J-Mo and Red have been really picking it up these past couple of weeks. Rushing for a ton of yards, a lot of touchdowns, and I think Colin's going to find the holes in the defense, really throw it around, and I think we can load it up on their D-backs.
Well said.
What's been the biggest key over the last 3 years that's allowed NBA to win 3 in a row?
I think shutting down their fastest players. When I was a freshman, we shut down Keyshawn Lawrence. And then what was the guy's name last year?
Andre.
Andre Turrentine, just shutting him down as well. And I think this year, if we can shut down both their wide receivers, their running back Mark Smith runs a 4.3, super good player, one of my good friends. I think if we can shut that down, I think our defense can. I think our offense will really put up some big points.
All right, so, I got to say it. We've been talking about him in the game picks portion of the show for weeks now. Levy Moore. This guy has come back from, a tough year last year and the year before that, I think, actually, maybe just last year. Levy's really picked it up this year. He's coming out, and he's been on fire. He's starting to prove the haters wrong. How are y'all going to slow this dude down?
I mean, you're talking about the quarterback?
Yeah, number 12, Levy.
Levy is he's a player. He can sling it around a little bit. He's a big boy. He's got some talent on the outside. I think a refined receiving core with the absence of Toby Wilt is really helping his game.
Yeah.
But
big loss.
Rip Uno.
There's been a lot of Ensworth chatter about how great their student section is. What do you have to say about that?
I've got some things to say as well here.
I'll let Andrew start. He's eager. I know he's been looking forward to this game.
I've been hearing the Ensworth student section is different this year. It's bumping and all sorts of things. And I gotta say, I'm tired of hearing about it. They've got some suspicious guys in that student section. Wax is. He's just. I don't know. That guy's up to something. I don't really like their vibe. Same with, Henry Aldridge. That guy. I don't know. I'm not feeling the energy over there. I don't like it. Something's negative about it. It's not intimidating. That's for sure. It's definitely not intimidating. The whole hold up the piece of wood and let some kid do push-ups on it. I don't get what even that is. What that even is. But all I know is the dog pound's got to be louder and larger Friday night. It has to be. If it's not, that it's just an issue.
I'm gonna agree with Andrew on that. Ensworth, it's our rival. It's the biggest game of the year. The Tigers. It's always been a huge rivalry game since Ensworth was established. We played some great games with
Dogs
them.
versus cats.
Yeah, it's been awesome. I just want to tell y'all got to be there. That's the bottom line. I want everyone in the dog pound patched up all the way to the back to the railing. I want people in the parent section, still students. I want 7th and 8th graders behind the end zone. I want everyone there. We'll meet on the lower field probably around 6:20. We're gonna get everyone there early for a early meeting, and I want the whole student body there. We need everyone there, and we need to be loud, cheering. It's got to be loud. I used to go to Ensworth. I really want to beat Ensworth. I know for Tuckus and Cole, it's the same way. Love Ensworth, but when you put on that big red, you got to beat them. So. Let's go. Right!
Yeah,
I'm
and
really enjoying that energy.
to kick off, first home game in October, only home game in October, I believe. Yeah. Well, actually, that's not true. Second home game in October. Last home game in October. There's no better time for Halloween theme. It doesn't have to be spooky, but you gotta have a costume of sorts. You gotta have one. And I'm doing you a favor here by making the theme Halloween. I am urging you to go get your costume early. You're not gonna have to rush to get your costume the night before Halloween. You're already gonna have it.
What are you?
And you're just gonna look awesome. You're just gonna look awesome. Now I plan to be. I don't know what I plan to be for actual Halloween night, but I will be repping my Luigi costume Friday night.
Wow. That's a special one. Y'all gonna look forward to that.
My fellow student section leader and DJ Billy Morris will be repping his Mario. So we'll be
Great
two
couples
of a kind right there. Just you gotta love it.
So Takis, senior night on Friday.
Wow.
How do we keep those emotions in check and stay focused on the game? Obviously, there's going to be a lot of things to process during the game. How do we make sure that when we go on the field, you guys are ready to play?
I think that's going to be a little bit less challenging than some might think. I mean, emotions are always high, but there's really no better feeling, and there's no better way to express my emotions than to just go out on the field with my 10 other brothers and just play. There's nothing else in the world that I'd rather be doing, and that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to piggyback on this for Takis. My senior night was actually yesterday on the golf course, and it's special to put on that red for the final time. I mean, it means something different. Just a comparison. Yesterday, I shot my first ever bogey-free round in golf in my whole junior golf career. It's just something that the big red gods are following you, and I feel like on Friday night the big red gods are going to be with us. And I think for those guys, all these seniors who are on the team, I think they deserve it. They've been working hard all season, and I mean, I got the red by a lot, and I just hope that we can get it done for these seniors who have done so much for us. And that's another reason y'all got to be there. You got to support these seniors who have put in hard work since 9th grade, working after school every day. I mean, they put in so much work to be in this
Summer.
Yeah, summer.
Sacrificing the summer.
Yeah, I mean, it's so much, and I'm just grateful to have these guys out here.
All right, so Colt, Takis, the Big Red make it four in a row on Friday if.
On the defensive side of the ball, we got to keep the momentum that we have. Coach Chauvin has talked a lot about playing with confidence, and confidence that we build in games prior, and confidence that we have built this week in practice, but also confidence that we continue to build as the game goes on. So on the defensive side of the ball, if we play with confidence, I think that's a key. On the offensive side of the ball, Cole and I are obviously on that side of the field not very often, actually none. But as long as Colin holds out, and I mean, we all have complete faith that he will. He's a gamer. As long as Colin and his supporting cast can execute and do the little things right, I think we're going to put points on the board.
Yep.
Yeah, I totally agree with Takis. I think confidence is a big key this week, and I think composure is going to be a big thing with Ensworth as well. I think they talk a lot. They like to hit after the play. I think if we keep our composure, play confident, and support our brothers, I think we're going to come out and get our fourth win in a row.
Building on composure, it's inevitable that there will be big dramatic plays in the game.
I think their middle linebacker, number 23, really loves to swing after the play.
He also has some really cool TikToks.
I mean, he really
I've seen those.
Really enjoys the Pit Vipers.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of reminds me of last week. BA, coming at us with these TikToks. I haven't
2 weeks
seen.
ago.
Yeah, I haven't seen football players, make moves like that before, and I mean, it just kind of, weirded me out, shocked me. I don't know the words for it, but it made me uncomfortable. It's definitely a way that I would describe it. The videos I saw of that player did make me uncomfortable, and yeah, I mean that's all I really have to say about him. And just real quick, Takis, back to senior night, settling in. Is there a special someone maybe cheering on in the black and orange over there? Is that going to be in your head at all? Because we got to make sure that's not.
I mean, I think the person that you're referring to is actually coming to Tommy Owen before and watched the game.
Oh,
but
wow.
But
A traitor amongst them.
You'll love to see it.
when I'm on the field, that's all I'm really thinking about, and so hopefully that answers your question.
I don't plan to be able to speak Saturday morning. But, I mean, that's
and that should be your mindset.
Yeah, I mean,
throughout the week.
I mean, we're team 1, 2, 3. We play for the 122 teams before us. This is the dog pound.
yeah.
The dog pound is cheering for the jungle, the junkyard, Rack
barn?
City, the barn,
Yeah,
The
all,
seaman.
the Big Red Sea.
the pain in your voice is temporary. Victory is forever.
Well said.
I mean, that's got to be everyone's mentality. I know the freshmen are going to bring it. Sophomores, we need you to be louder.
Yeah.
Juniors, I love y'all jumping. We need y'all loud. And seniors, I mean, you have to be loud.
Seniors have to be.
You have to be.
The freshmen have
I
been
need
putting
to
on a
feel
show.
Last home game in Tommy Owen.
The freshmen
Last
have been
year.
putting on
You
a
know,
show.
Freshmen are.
Yeah, you know, being a
They're not
senior,
fun.
I had my doubts about the freshman class. I mean, what senior doesn't at first? But, you know, they have proven to me they're a class full of spirit, and I love it.
I love that.
I love it.
The freshmen make some
The
questionable
freshmen,
decisions.
The juniors bringing it. Seniors, sophomores, we got to bring it. Let's
Yeah,
bring it all
we need it,
together.
boys.
Louder.
The freshmen can be questionable at times, and I'm talking to you two, Sauce. But at the end of the day, they come to the games and they bring the energy.
Yeah.
And it doesn't go
It's
unnoticed.
all love.
Couldn't have said it better.
Yeah.
Couldn't have said it better.
So yeah, whatever you need to do before Friday to get that voice ready. Throat coat, apples, honey, get it done. Be loud.
Some nice chicken noodle soup.
Yes.
One of my favorites for a sore throat. So, you know, just be ready. Be ready. Because if I see you being quiet, it's going to make me mad. It is. I mean, I think it's
We
going to
don't
make
want
anybody
that.
mad. It's going to make anybody on the field mad.
Yeah.
I mean, just
Yeah. Be loud. Be
y'all
there.
y'all know
Be
the
proud.
deal. Y'all know the deal.
All right, let's transition into game picks. Thursday night, CPA gonna go out to take on Oakland. Can Ingle Martin and the Lions get it done?
Absolutely not. I think Oakland is going to massacre CPA.
Piggyback on that, Oakland is going to give it to the boys right by Harpeth Hills Golf Course. And it's not going to be close. Lions, the Den. I'm sorry, but the Den's going down.
You know, I'd love to take the popular pick, Oakland, but as much as I don't like CPA, and as much as I hate losing to them, you gotta appreciate some of the brotherhood they got going on there. I mean, those guys have been playing since 6th grade together, and George Collier has heart. He does.
Love you, George.
I mean, I hate to say it, but they have heart. They know how to burn the clock, and they have big athletes. I mean, I'm gonna take CPA.
You know who's been together since day one? Jordan James and Isaiah Horton.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
Those
That's
two
dangerous
are a
duo.
force to be reckoned with. My boy Zay, I texted him last week before the game against Lipscomb, and I said, "Do what you got to do and get it done and beat these boys." And what happened?
He did
He
it.
did.
Came out.
I got Oakland 70-14.
I believe in you, George.
Brentwood Academy has a really, really tough match coming in on Friday. They're gonna go to Eagles Landing Christian.
Oh, wow. All right.
Can the Eagles get it done? It's gonna be tough.
Wow.
I'd be lying if I told you who that team was, so I'm taking them over BA because I hate BA.
Oh goodness, this is a tough one. Eagles Landing Christian. Watch some film on them. They can flat out play the game of football. They have some boys, and they're not. Oh my goodness,
Wow.
there's some lighting. I'm sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get back to this. Eagles Landing Christian school, as you can tell, and the boys have heart. They want to win. This is like their big game. This is like their NBA Ensworth. They want to beat BA, and I think they're going to do it. And I just think they have so much heart. It almost makes me want to shed a tear how bad they want to beat BA. No hate to BA, but Eagles Landing, I love you. Get the job done.
You know, I've been talking to some guys over at Eagles Landing, and they've been telling me, you know, they just feel disrespected that BA is even calling themselves the Eagles. They are the Eagle. They are the Eagles Landing. Like, they are bringing it home. They're the real Eagles in this state. Like, they want this.
They're essentially the home of the Eagles.
Yeah, I mean, it's absurd that Brentwood would even try to play them after taking their name, and it's just way too much bad blood between these two teams. And you know, the guys over at Eagles Landing, they've also been telling me they're ready to, you know, rip somebody's head off.
Wow.
And, you know, Landon Wells, he has trouble getting that ball out there. He has trouble passing the ball. And if he goes on his feet, he's getting clocked by an Eagles Landing linebacker. So, I'm fair warning to BA. Y'all are losing this game, but just like, please don't put somebody y'all care about out on that field, because he's gonna get hurt. Like, just be careful.
I don't know. I think Landon's got a little bit of a comeback game coming on.
Yes.
Hunter Johnson, our very own Hunter Johnson, took his girl at homecoming. He's got to be mad about
I
that.
hate to see it.
He's just going to be playing with anger and passion and aggression. I still think Eagles Landing is going to win
Yeah.
21-14.
That's a sweep for Eagles Landing. 4-0. 4 picks.
Zero
A little-
on power move.
A little too close in my opinion, but
All right,
fair play.
Arkansas and Ole Miss both coming off big losses last week. They had a chance to get themselves in the spotlight. Who keeps themselves alive this week?
I have trust in Lane Kiffin. I know he made some questionable calls last week, going for 4th and 8 on our own 20, but I got faith in Lane. Lane trained all the way. Ole Miss by 21.
I'm going to say a quick quote from Lane Kiffin. Get your popcorn ready. Woo pig suey. Arkansas is going to take them down. And I think Arkansas is going to come into this game with get your popcorn ready because they're going to win by 28 points. Sorry, Rebels. No. Loss. No good. You terrible.
You know, it pained me to see what happened to Ole Miss last weekend after my bold prediction that they would take the game. Honestly, I don't like Lane Kiffin. I think he's at Ole Miss temporarily. I think he's there to boost his name up a little bit and go get a bigger job somewhere else. I don't think he's faithful to the Land Sharks. Although I don't see Matt Corral shying away from this moment. He wants this. He wants that Heisman. He's coming out against the Pigs, and he's keeping his team alive.
Wow.
He's keeping them alive. They're winning. Ole Miss is taking this game.
Scott Bergerson once said Ole Miss never lost a party. I think that they should keep that mentality going into Saturday and stick to partying. I think the Pigs are going to take this one.
All right, Oklahoma, Texas. Possibly their last matchup as Big 12 opponents. Oklahoma stumbled to an undefeated record. Can they hold on to that, or will Steve Sark take it from them?
Personally, I think Spencer Rattler, I think that's his name, has just been looking really shaky lately. I think they've been getting really lucky in their wins in their undefeated season so far. And I'm going to go with what Red Hales would say and go Longhorns.
I'm going to have to go against you, Cole. Horns down. Red River battle. It's an intense game. They get after each other. Oklahoma, Spencer Rattler's the most overrated football player in college football. I got to go this. He was number 1 in the Heisman list. He's probably not even top 100 in the Heisman list. I think Mr. Hooker, Tennessee's quarterback, is better than him, which is saying a lot of lowness right there. I just think Oklahoma is just too good. They have some guy named Keyshawn Lawrence on their defense who is just a force to be reckoned with. He's going to have a couple INTs. Spencer Rattler's going to have his first decent game, and I just don't think the Longhorns can do it. They have just not impressed me at all this year.
Yeah, Spencer Rattler, not really proven himself to me, at least. And, I was scrolling through Instagram, and I saw a quote that really resonated with me, and it's that Oklahoma's backup quarterback, is the Kelly Oubre of college football. And, it weirds me out, guys like that. And, just the fact that he's in their locker room, maybe he'll touch the field. I don't like it. It's giving me that whole TikTok vibe that, 23 for the black and orange is also giving me. Uncomfortable, really thinks he looks good. It's just weird. I'm taking the Longhorns.
I think Oklahoma's going to come out on top. Forky's going to make a few big plays.
Auburn had Bo Nix channel his inner Johnny Manziel as they eked out their first win in Death Valley in this millennium. Can they take that momentum when the Dogs come to visit this weekend and find a way to win?
I'm going to have to go Dogs all the way. I think the Dogs are personally the best college football team in the NCAA right now. I think they're better than Alabama. I think they're playing well. And I'm taking them by plus 21 against Auburn.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with Cole. Georgia has the best defense, I think, maybe top 5 defense of all time. Not just this year. Their defense is you cannot score on them. It's literally impossible. The Doors gave a great effort against them. Put up a goose egg, but fought hard. As Ingram would say, the line was 62.5, so they covered by 0.5. It was just a great effort. I just wanted to shout them out. I just think the Dogs are too much. I think Bo Nix is the worst quarterback in college football history. He's been hyped up so much, and he can't even throw a football 5 yards in front of him. It's like he has a torn ACL along with he needs Tommy John surgery. I put me in, I can throw a football longer than him. I'm sorry, Bo Nix, but you are trash.
Very
I don't know
overrated.
why you are still on the field. I got the Dogs by 35. It's not even going to be a football game.
Yeah, you know, what happened in Death Valley was a miracle. I mean, I've never seen Bo
Yeah.
Nix have any good plays, really, until I saw the highlights of that game. And, you know, yeah, he's the most overrated player. I don't know why he's still on the field. Their backup is surely better. Now, I've heard stories about him with the ladies. Doesn't really seem like his head is all there on the football field. You know, maybe he's thinking about women. I don't really know. But regardless, like Georgia is the number 2, or who knows? Maybe they're the best team in the country. They deserve to be where they are. They're beating Auburn by a lot.
Y'all are hating on Bo Dini.
He's terrible.
He's so
Takis.
bad.
Bo Dini, Smoke Monday, and Tank Bigsby are going to get it done on Saturday, and the Tigers are going to come out on top.
All right, Penn State, Iowa, top 5 matchup. Line over/unders at 41. That feels about 20 points too high
Yeah.
for a Big Ten matchup
Big
like
Ten
this.
football.
But who's going to come away with a win?
I'm going to go with Iowa. That's all I got to say.
I'm gonna have to go with Iowa too. If y'all have seen Iowa, they have the coolest tradition in college football. Before every single home game, they stand up, all turn to the hospital, the children's hospital, right behind them, and wave at them. Ever since I found that out, Iowa's had a special place in my heart. I'm not a huge Nittany Lions guy. I just don't really like them. They played Auburn too tight. Auburn's a terrible football team. That's like beating UConn. It's just not special, so I don't think Penn State's going to even be able to play with Iowa. Go Hawkeyes.
Yeah, you know, building off what Bradford said, you know, barely eking out a win versus a terrible Auburn team. You know, I have to run with my boys. Tight end University,
Yes.
all the way.
I've got Penn State out of respect for my boy Alex Bruno.
All right. Sunday, there's been some controversy since the Jaguars' Thursday night loss. Will Urban Meyer inspire his boys to come out and play, or will it be the same old story where Derrick Henry makes the Jaguars look like a group of middle schoolers?
Well, I'm going to go with Titans every day of the week. Every time they play anybody, I'm going with the Titans. I saw that today A.J. Brown was back. I don't know about Julio, but A.J. was getting that work in. He looked good. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to feel the wrath of us this week, and I got Titans by 21.
Love the Titans. O-line's been pretty awful. Hopefully we can pick it up this week. Go Titans.
Yeah, tighten up, baby.
All right, thank you for joining us. We'll see you Friday when we come to take on that school up on Highway 70. We will not be doing a show next week as the team will get a bye week, but we'll see you the week after ahead of our game against Baylor. Thank you for joining us. Thank you again to Miss Flanagan, and we'll see you all in 2 weeks.
Quick announcement, actually. You know, Wallace boys
Nice pup.
playing in Bridgestone
No way.
the 12th.
Wow.
I think everybody ought to be there. Electric atmosphere, great hockey. I know
free,
Jack
you don't
Jack
have to
Cheek
pay.
for one will be flying around the ice. I know Robert Holiday will be in there. You know, Stonewall rock for our team. You know, Hank Healy is going to be doing something special. You're going to want to be there. And I encourage everybody to come if you're able. I mean, Bridgestone, electric, Tuesday night. What more could you ask for?
Nothing.
And I'd like to just remind the NBA community and the extended community to continue praying for the Francis family and for our good friend Jackson as he continues his recovery. So if we could just take a moment of silence for him right now. All right.
Love you, Jax.
Yeah, we love you, Jackson. Hang in there,
Keep
brother.
fighting, man.
Wilson.
We love you, man.